Well, good morning. This is an update. I went for my injection yesterday, my Zoladex, or some places called Lupron, and I have my appointment with him since my last 3 months. My oncologist. First of all, it was a 3-hour drive to get there, and well, just like I expected. Wonderful news. For me, I'm taking it as wonderful news. As he said before, my PSA, he thought I bottom lined out at 5.7, 5.8. And then it dropped to 4. Then it dropped to 2.5. Now it's back to 2.8. But we're taking that at wonderful news. He said, we're going to call you stable. I knew. I just matched the way I was feeling. The way I said, I'm winning this battle. But he said, I'm saying that with caution, because you said, the other doctors had told you only had days to live. He said, you have no new pains. I said, no, I just have my old ones. And he said, I can't tell you anything for a timeline. He said it could be a day, a week, a month, a year, 15 years. There's no way I can give you any timeline. And I took it that he meant that I'm on borrowed time, which I call God's time. God has given me this time. And he said, we're just going to take it like that. He said, he said, yes, your cancer is not changed. And that's why we're calling it stable. There's a big difference between remission and stable. And I don't think with prostate metastatic cancer, high volume like I have, I don't think metastatic's ever going to happen. I will take stable. And he said, now that you're stable, we're going to send you for a bone density scans. Not like the other bone scans for the activity that's going on in the bones. This is for the density of the bones, like an osteoporosis scan. And then he's going to suggest a bone builder, finally. 9 months I've been wondering why I've never put on one. I guess it wasn't worth the... I think it was because my body needed to fight the cancer first. He even says that I should apply, I'm going to go and see about Physio Therapy. So I can learn what exercise I can do and do them properly. Like I say, I still have fear of my, because I've had a burst vertebrae, burst fracture. One of my other vertebrae on the bottom is worn extreme. I've had a lot of transverses broken. I'm not sure what they had, little wings or where the ribs connect. I've had 4 ribs break. So better be safe than sorry. But I mean, I'm taking that as extremely wonderful news, even though they can't guess when it's going to come back or when it's going to go, like, I will not come back. Let's put it this way. From what I understand, the prostate cancer that's metastasized, the cancer was still feeding off the testosterone. And that's what the generation 1 does. It takes chemical castration. It stops you from producing the testosterone. The generation 2, it stops your adrenals from producing the testosterone. I even asked him about cutting back on the prednisone. I'm getting a lot of belly fat. And I thought, well, what can I cut it in half? And he said, no. He said, you're going to get deathly sick. He said, if you quit it because of the abiraterone you're on, or his IT guy. He said, you need the prednisone to balance that out. So, I mean, I'm taking that all as wonderful news. I might have been very positive in the last month, and I'm sticking with the positivity. The last few days before I went, it does creep back. You don't feel as well. It's like it's wearing off. You have aches and pains, and it's starting to, you feel like it's wearing out. My point eventually is to get to the point where I don't need it anymore. That's my dream. He says, we're just going to leave everything as it is. He said, because it's whatever's going on is working. And I believe that my prayers, God's blessed me, my vitamins and herbs that I take, my diet change, being positivity. And don't forget my wife. She's been my strongest supporter, my family, my friends, everybody. And I have stuff to do. I have work to do now. I have things to do. So then I got my injection. I always feared my injection. It's like somebody hit you with a baseball bat. But it wasn't bad this injection. I think it's because of my belly fat. It didn't hurt near as much. I put a nice pack on it for an hour and a half after I left, because I bleed quite a bit sometimes. And that seemed to have helped a tremendous amount. Yeah, it didn't hurt near as bad. I tried to relax, because the last few times I was tense, and like I say, I think it made it harder. Because it's hard, because you know it's coming. I mean, it's not like a blood test. I get my blood tested every 2 weeks. It's simple. I don't even notice that anymore. So I'm looking forward to get onto my bone builder and exercising to get back in shape. And then we got in the car, went for lunch, and then we had to drive an hour and a half to a funeral. So there was a lot of standing around and stuff and walking, and then we drove another 2 hours home. So it was a total like 6.5 hours driving. It took a toll on me. I was in rough shape. My neuropathy was horrendous last night and this morning. Man, it's like you feel like you want to beat your legs up against the wall. They're so bad. I mean, they burn, they ache, they throb. My hands were all cramped up. It was just, it's just too long in the car, too much walking one day. And guts are sore this morning. I'm upset a bit. I'm usually like that for the first couple of days after my injection. I think it's, I don't know. It seems to be hard on the body. But I'm very positive. I mean, wow, what an outlook. I mean, I know I could be stable only for a day, but I mean, stable, that's pretty cool. And let's see if my PSA will actually come down more. 2.8, I think, and he thought for sure at 5.7, 5.8 that was my bottom line. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very positive. I like all the comments I'm getting in my videos. I'm trying to answer every question I can. And if I get one thing from all of this, is I can help somebody stay positive or understand what's going to happen in their life so they can prepare for that. It's a different life. It's a new life. I say it's a new life with metastatic cancer, even with prostate cancer, because a large percentage of you, maybe not a large, but a percentage of you will progress from prostate cancer to metastatic cancer. And like I say, I've seen a lot worse than I am, and I know to stay positive, and that's what I'm positive, and I'm going to stay positive. And I appreciate you all listening to my videos, and if you could subscribe, I know that at least I know people who are listening. Take care, and God bless.